Hey guys, welcome to Atari Series 7, and I'm reviewing this, which is the Justice League Batmobile and Batman. So this is from Jada Toys. This is part of a new series they're doing where they release a Batmobile and a Batman, and I did previously review the Michael Keaton Batmobile. And yeah, this is the Justice League movie version with Ben Affleck. I gotta say, one thing I'm absolutely loving about this series is just the kind of like diorama you have going on here. But this is pretty cool. And what I really like is just kind of like how they make it look. Like you got the Justice League movie logo back there, you have Batman to the side, you have the Batmobile, you have the wreckage from the final battle back there. And I just think this is a really cool idea, and I like how they're doing these kind of like little things. Like, I'm not an inbox collector, but I gotta say, this is pretty cool. And then over here, you got the Justice League logo with all the characters to the sides. I mean, it's so weird to see this logo again, because I remember when the movie came out and all this merchandise. It's cool to see it, and I'm very excited for the Snyder Cut coming out next year. On the back, we have the other Batmobiles in this series, and we have this. Now, one thing I want to point out is when you open these, don't rip that, but when you open these, you have to cut the tape from this side when you remove it, because for some dumb reason they decided to tape it to this thing, so when you try to pull this out, you're going to end up tearing the packaging. So just make sure, I don't know if you can see this, but if you can see that in there, make sure you cut that little piece of tape, otherwise it's going to tear up your whole diorama. So yeah, let's open this up. And just an FYI, that appears to be on all of these in the series, but I did want to show it out of the packaging in the diorama. Again, you can see more of the destroyed kind of like landscape of the final battle, and it just looks so nice like this. They did a really good job. It is screwed in, and yeah, so make sure you have a screwdriver standing by. So here we have Batman and the Batmobile out of packaging from the Justice League movie. And taking a look at Batman first, he is made of metal, which I think is pretty cool. He's got some nice details on him. He has this black cape. He's got silver on the gauntlets. This is more armored suit that he wears towards the end of the movie. You have the bat symbol there, which looks cool. And I gotta say, I've always liked this suit. I thought it looked good. You got the silver and the gray and the black, and then you got the boots going on down there, and then you have the silver on the eyes, as these are like more of his goggle eyes, which I just thought was a pretty cool design choice for that movie. If I can get him to focus. There we go. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. And I like the paint details on it. They've done a really good job with capturing the Ben Affleck Batman. And I'm not going to lie when I say I really like Ben Affleck's Batman. I reviewed a lot of the stuff from the movies that he was in, and I just thought he was a really good version. So I'm excited to see him coming back in the Flash movie and in the Snyder Cut next year. So that'll be really cool. But I gotta say, Robert Pattinson's Batman does look very good too. Now, taking a look at the Batmobile from Justice League, it's pretty much the exact same Batmobile that we saw in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. However, they made some changes to it. They gave it this huge gun that fits on the top. Then I believe these guns were on the Batman v Superman one, but these guns were added to it. And it's just supposed to be like a more heavily like armored, ready for battle one. And I think it makes sense too, you know, because obviously these movies came out a year apart, and you want to make the Batmobile different, but you don't want to make it too different. So I think it was smart enough to just kind of like add a giant gun on there. That way you could have a different Batmobile without having to make it too different. And it does have a lot of nice details on it. You can see the tires, which fit really nice there. They're protected under these armors, and they got these nice treads on them. You got these yellow headlights too, and these guns. Unfortunately, most of the guns on this thing do not move. In fact, these kind of pivot side to side, but I'm not really sure they're supposed to do that. And same like this one, it doesn't move. It kind of moves, but I don't really think it's supposed to. And I think that is kind of sad, because I think that would have been kind of fun to move that around a little bit, but it's not too important. I do like how they made this little plastic piece here, kind of like translucent on the windshield, so you can almost see in there a little bit. You got some metallic on the armor there, and I love how you can see these like little, where the bullets would be coming out on this thing, so that's pretty cool. You got the black there, then you have more protection around the wheels, which has some nice lines on them. Then you have the back of the Batmobile, which is pretty cool. It's got some gray moving down, and then the rest of it's black, but you do have some nice little detailings on it to kind of make it look like the underside of a car, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it rolls pretty nice too. It rolls on this thing pretty well, and it doesn't really have any squeaky wheels, which is nice, and it's kind of like a rubbery plastic for the wheel type. So I'm not gonna lie, I really like this, and let's compare it really quickly. Here's a comparison with the Hot Wheels 1989 Batmobile. The 1989 Batmobile is a pretty big Batmobile, so I don't know how this would compare to the Hot Wheels version of this one, but I'm assuming that this one would be a little bit bigger. And then here's a comparison with the 1989 Batmobile from Jada, which is also a part of this series, which I've already reviewed. In length, they're about the same in length. This one might be a little bit longer in the back, but in terms of bulk, the Justice League one is probably the bigger one. But they definitely look really good, like side by side here. They look really cool. I hope we get to see these two Batmobiles together in the Flash movie. That would be really cool. We probably won't see that, but that would be pretty neat. And they're made about the same. They've got the same detailings, same tire design almost, and feel. Not really design, but same feel. And yeah, they look good. And let's compare the two Batmans real quick. So here we have 1989 Batman with Ben Affleck's Batman, Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck together. And they're around the same scale. You know, one's just kind of standing there, one's in a more dynamic pose. But I like how they kind of did that to kind of like put them in different poses instead of just having them all stand there. I think that's really cool. Hopefully we'll get to see these two meet in the Flash movie as well. That'd be pretty neat. And they all look really good. And I'm not going to lie, I really like this series. I think it's almost perfect. These things are about $9. The Hot Wheel of the Batmobile that I showed you, this one was about $8. And, you know, for $8, that's nice, but it's just one car. But for this, you're getting a little bit bigger, so you're getting more detailing. You're getting a Batman figure that's made of metal included with it that's panned nicely. And this is a whole series that Jada Toys is doing. And I'm not going to lie to you, I think this is a really nice series from Jada Toys. I think they've really done a good job here. It's not something that I will be collecting in box, but I think if you're an in-box collector, you're really going to like it. There's just something for everyone here, and it's pretty cool. Thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.